Oh, 1 second. This knife is not very sharp. Are you confident with your knife skills? I'm a bit worried about you. Okay.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of From Book to Cook. I'm Patty, your librarian host. And I am on a quest to meet people who champion classic dishes and uncover amazing stories from Singapore's heritage. Today, we are uncovering a rare treasure, Hakka Abacus seeds. And here to tell us more is heritage researcher, content creator, and chef, Sarah Huang Benjamin.
Hi, Patty.
Hello, Sarah. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And today we are making Hakka Abacus seeds.
Yes.
I understand you have sort of like a personal connection to this dish. Could you tell me more?
So my grandmother was Hakka, so her whole family was Hakka. She was born in China, and I grew up eating this dish every Chinese New Year. It's like an integral part of my family's Chinese New Year celebrations. So about, I would say maybe 5 to 8 years ago, the mantle of making this dish fell onto me and I took this responsibility very seriously. So I think I perfected the recipe and I'm going to show you today.
Right, so is there a significance to the dish itself? There's like symbolism in a lot of Chinese New Year dishes, correct?
Correct. So you'll see later, you'll make it later on as well, I think. I think you can do it.
Okay,
but basically, the shape of the little dumplings, they're called 蒜盘子 in Mandarin.
Right.
So they look like the little seeds, the beads on that.
Okay.
And you know, the more you count, the more money you have. So it's a prosperous dish. It's meant to signify good fortune, which is what you want in Chinese New Year.
Perfect, okay. So let's start making it, shall we? Let's go make some money.
Let's make some money! So we're gonna start with yam. This is the base of the dumpling. I mean, to me, this is quite a signature ingredient in Hakka cuisine.
Okay.
We also have, you know, the stewed pork belly with yam. A lot of Hakka people in China, they had a very tough time because they were refugees from the north. So a lot of the ingredients that they work with are very humble, and yam is one of those things that just, you know, it grows in the ground, you
Correct.
get it out. And so a lot of the dishes have this very hearty consistency, you know, that's something that really fills you up.
Exactly.
Oh, 1 second, this knife is not very sharp. Are you confident with your knife skills? I'm worried about you. Okay. We're just gonna cut off the skin.
Okay.
And that purple kind of tinge that the yam has, those strands, when it cooks, it kind of gives the color. So what you have are the little dumplings that are kind of purplish in color. It's easy to steam them. We're gonna cut it into thin slices like that.
Okay.
So the thing that I do a little differently than my grand aunts and all my relatives is I actually measure this very accurately.
Right, and we're looking for how many grams for this?
So we're looking for 500 grams.
Okay.
I had to dive into some cookbooks, experimented over many years, and figured out the correct ratio that I like, that my family likes. I'm not changing it anymore from now on.
Right.
I perfected it.
Okay.
I think if you...
That's okay?
Okay, that's good.
You need some more?
You know what? You can do this one.
Okay, let me try. Okay, or I can come over to the side actually. Wow. Just cut it in half.
Oh, hang on. Just
Oh, the
grab
tips
top
first.
and bottom first.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How did this dish originate actually? Like, is it like a very traditional Hakka dish in China or?
So the thing with Hakka food is that it's a little complex. There's not really such a thing as Hakka food for a start. The origin story of Hakka people is that they were from the north of China because of wars or disasters, famine. They were refugees who moved down south. So in China, you'll find Hakka people spread across the Fujian and Guangdong province.
Okay.
And these pockets of Hakka populations, the villages, they're not well connected to each other because they, you know, the Hokkiens, the Teochew, the Cantonese, they were already there. They took the coastal areas, the parts where it's easy to trade, you know, they were established. So where the Hakkas could set up were in those hilly areas, places that people didn't really want to, you know, it's not easy to farm, you can't fish, very hilly. So when you're living in hilly areas, one hilly area and another hilly area, you're kind of split up by other people, like the Teochews, the Cantonese, the Hokkiens. So every kind of little community of Hakkas became quite isolated. So when Hakka people get to know each other, what they'll ask is, what kind of Hakka are you? So which part are you from? You could be a hearty Hakka, or you could be a Malaysian Hakka, which is a different area. So my family are Tapu Hakkas, Tapu County in Guangdong Province. And this dish is a signature dish of Tapu Hakkas.
Wow.
So if you speak to Hakkas who descend from Malaysian or hearty, they won't have this. But conversely, my family never ate thunder tea rice growing up, which is another famous Hakka dish, right?
Yeah, exactly. That one is the more popular one.
Let's cut some mushroom in the meantime.
Okay.
These have been soaked overnight, and actually this is the water that they were soaked in, so I never ever throw this away. It has so much flavor, you know, there's flavor coming out of them as they soak.
That's true.
So we're going to use this later on when we cook. But for now, I just want to make sure that they're really well dried, so you just want to squeeze
there's a lot of water still
out.
inside.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
And then we're gonna cut the stem off, like this. And then we're just gonna slice it.
Okay.
That's it.
Just like that.
Get to work, Patty.
Okay, I'll try.
I think, you know, Hakka food is meant to sustain you while you're, you know, working in the field and stuff. You know, my grandmother always told me, so she was born in 1924, and it was kind of at the tail end of when women were still having their feet bound in China. But Hakka women never ever had their feet bound because they were expected to work in the fields.
Right.
So they couldn't have such an impractical thing as bound feet, right? So I think Hakka food really reflects that. It really fills you up. It's, you know, it really is a hearty cuisine.
Yes.
Yeah. I think Hakka food is just like not that well known. You know, there are definitely Hakkas in Singapore, but I think compared to the other dialect groups, population is very small. So we didn't really leave as big of a mark on Singaporean cuisine, I think.
Okay.
Okay, the yam is cooked now.
Yes, I can smell it. Very fragrant.
You can smell it, right?
Unmistakable smell of taro.
That's something my family is kind of proud of, is that our Abacus really tastes of yam. Because yam isn't cheap, and it's, I mean, it's not super expensive, but it's not a cheap ingredient compared to starch. And when you use more starch to fill it out, it definitely gets more bouncy, but you lose a lot of that yam fragrance. Now, this is a part where a little bit of pain is involved, not to freak you out.
More pain.
But the yam has to be hot when it's mixed into the starch. That really helps it to become chewier, bouncier, QQ, as we say in Chinese.
Exactly.
So while it's still hot, we're gonna mash it in to tapioca starch.
Okay.
And that's what gives that bouncy texture.
Sure.
And this is my addition to this recipe. This is definitely not a Chinese tool.
No.
This is a potato ricer. We use this to make very smooth mashed potatoes.
Yes.
And I discovered using this makes really good abacus. So, you know what? I will let you do this.
Sure. So without the potato ricer, what did they use then?
So traditionally, it would just be a wooden stick and you kind of pound it. You can use a traditional potato masher as well. It works.
Wow.
Yeah.
So much better. Oh, it's so soft once you've steamed it, as opposed to boiling. Does steaming give it a certain texture?
So we never boil the yam because as you boil it, too much water gets in and it just becomes really, really wet. Whereas you can see it kind of has this dry, fluffy texture to it when it's steamed.
Right.
So that really helps it not become too gluey.
Understand. Right. So we're looking for fluffiness while it's soft.
Do you want to squeeze? It's actually really fun.
Okay, I'll try.
You do it.
I'll try.
It's satisfying, right? It's fun.
I feel like I'm playing with Play-Doh. You know?
Maybe that's why I like it so much. This is a recipe that's very, you know, it means a lot to me. It reminds me, the person it reminds me of most is my ipo, my grand aunt. So she was my grandmother's younger sister. And she lived with my family since I was born. So we even shared a bedroom until I was like 20 years old, actually. She loved food and she could cook and she made this. It really was very important to me that this small thing, that this shared memory I have with my ipo, that I didn't just let it go to waste. I wanted to be able to continue that for my family because no one else in my family can make this. We need to also season the mixture.
Okay.
So a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of sugar, just to make sure it's well seasoned by itself. So more hot stuff, this is hot water.
Okay.
We just want to make sure it comes together as a dough. And this is the part where it's kind of by feel.
Okay.
Because like I said, every single yam is a bit different. Some have more water in them.
Yep.
So you're looking for something that holds together, that's not too wet, but also that doesn't crack. When it's too dry, it cracks when you roll it. Okay, if I pull off a little bit and I roll it into a ball, you can see like it holds itself together, but it's not sticky.
Right.
So it has this nice like matte kind of feeling.
Yep.
But when you press, it also is not cracking very badly. That's really what you want.
Okay, let me try. I can imagine why when you were young and making this, it was like
So fun.
Yeah, it's like, woo.
Now we can try and attempt to make abacus. This is the part where I really get to see whether you can do it or
Oh
not.
no, okay.
It is really not complicated, but it's a little tricky. So we're just gonna pluck out like a little ball of dough,
Okay,
kind of like that.
Okay.
Something bite-sized.
thereabouts, right.
And then you're gonna roll it, but this is the key. While you roll, apply a little bit of pressure, and that kind of helps this to re-knead, and it brings the dough together in a nice way. So if you just roll it lightly,
Right.
you won't really get that stickiness that you need.
Yes.
So once you've done that, you can roll it into a nice ball,
Oh, it looks so good.
and then you take your little thumb and index finger, and you just squeeze it like that.
Okay.
So you get a nice depression.
Oh wow, it looks
top
so good.
and bottom, and the idea is if you have a wooden stick running through these, it looks like the abacus,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
it does.
So that is the abacus.
Beautiful. Look at that. Wow.
That's
So I'm plucking a little bit out, bite-sized amount, like you said. That's
okay.
okay.
So squish it a little bit,
Squish it a little bit.
then lighten the pressure.
Oh, I can feel it. It's almost like when
back
when
together,
you
right?
roll blue tack, and like you give it a little bit of pressure, a bit of heat, and like the gluten or whatever that's in it that,
I love
that
how
bonds together.
crafty your references are. Play-Doh, blue tack. So
Okay.
once you've got it into a nice ball,
Okay.
then you
Okay,
can
so
squeeze. Don't
maybe a
squeeze too
ball.
hard. Squeeze slowly, and then you should get a really nice little ball like that.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Patty, you're very good at this.
Really? Is this okay?
Yes! I'm gonna tell my mother to watch this. I'd be like,
Oh,
look,
no.
he can do it.
Right.
Oh, the only thing is yours are really big. That's
Right.
mine, and that's yours. That's okay though. I mean, it's, you know, your personal bite size.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So we just boil them until they float up.
It's kind of like gnocchi.
After eating this, gnocchi will feel very soft to you.
And we're waiting for them to float.
Yeah, we're just gonna let them float.
Right. Does it take very long?
Not really. Maybe a
Okay.
minute. You'll see them. Yeah, they're already starting to float.
Oh, yeah.
I will.
I'll help you hold the sieve.
You hold the sieve.
Okay.
You trust me.
Okay. Whee!
And now we just need to rinse it with cold water.
Cold water. Just like this.
Like
Okay.
we want them to pretty much cool down.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to try one at this stage?
Oh, we can?
Yeah, it's cooked.
Okay.
Just give it a try. I want to see what you think. They're
Alright.
really chewy and like very bouncy. Exactly. And you can taste the yam.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So the base, actually, this might be a little unexpected if you're not familiar with Hakka food, is fish sauce.
Okay.
So
Oh.
fish sauce, like the dried squid and the dried shrimp, is going to give you a lot of umami
Yes.
kind of flavor.
Yes.
It is the most important flavoring in this
Oh,
dish.
okay.
So that's the one that we put the most of. This is another one of my tweaks. This is Vietnamese fish sauce. I love Vietnamese fish sauce because it is very complex.
Wow. Yeah.
It has a lot going on. It's very
It's
intense.
not just fishy. Yeah.
It's not just fishy. This is something my family didn't approve of at first.
Oh.
Because the first time I served this, they said, "What fish sauce did you use?" Oh, Vietnamese fish sauce. 哎呀，可以啊, you cannot use 要用中国的, you have to use China fish sauce.
Right, right.
I said, "Oh, where do I get that?" In China.
Oh, sure. Let me just say.
Great. Let me pop
on
over
by,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, I love the flavor that this gives. I usually go with 2 tablespoons to start with,
Okay.
and we can always add more if it's not enough. Then some light soy sauce.
Light soy sauce.
We're gonna add a tiny bit of sugar later on.
Right.
But the overwhelming flavor you get is umami, savory,
Right.
from all the ingredients.
And that was just dark soy sauce that we just added
That
in.
was dark soy sauce, a little bit of oyster sauce,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna add a touch of sugar.
Right, so that's the base.
So that's the base. And what we will add into it later in the pan, I've got the soaking water from the mushrooms.
Yes.
So that will go in. And this is just a simple pork broth. You can use chicken broth, pork broth. There's no elegant way to do this. Just to thin out the sauce a little bit.
Okay.
And that's our sauce. But yeah, basically we're ready to fry now. So a little bit of oil is gonna go in. So I usually start with the pork.
Okay.
This is kind of my shortcut because, you know, traditionally they would use lard.
Yes.
I just use the pork and
Yep.
hope that some of the fat
Some of
cooks
it's
out
in
and it
there.
becomes
Yeah,
kind
we
of
got
pork
some
flavor.
there.
So I think we'll just do a half portion. Just the pan isn't super big. So you just want to break up the pork, make sure it's in little bits. I'm gonna add some garlic.
I love
And
garlic.
Stir fry that. Oh, you like garlic? You can put a little bit more. There you go. So just saute that up. And then the next thing we're gonna add is some dried squid, and this will add a lot of flavor. You want to make sure you keep tossing so the,
Right, the
garlic doesn't burn.
Okay. Right.
Now we'll add in some of the dried squid that I just blitzed in the food processor.
Okay. I can smell everything now.
Okay, now I'll put in the mushrooms.
It's smelling very familiar now. It's that home cooked smell. It's like the smell of home.
So that's the black fungus. And I just want you to toss that a little bit.
Okay.
Wow, very professional. I like it. So now I'll go in with the pork broth.
Okay.
And we just kind of let that braise down a little bit
Okay.
to make sure all these dried ingredients get the chance to really cook through.
Okay. I can see how flavorful it's gonna become. There's so many things adding flavor to this.
I mean, the mushroom water is super flavorful,
Yeah.
but even the water that you soak the dried shrimp and dried squid in, that's something you can add as well if you prefer more of that seafoody sort of flavor. Okay, so at this point, we'll pour in the sauce. Maybe we just give it a good stir, and
Okay.
we'll go in with, let's say, half to start with, and we can add more if it's not
Right.
enough.
Half, yeah. Can I just put it around like this? Do you want me to do that?
just pour lah.
Just pour lah.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Okay. So the color changes once we put that in.
Yeah.
You know, we have the dark soy sauce in there. And this, I like to kind of cook it down for at least 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
And now we can add the abacus.
Woohoo!
Okay. I'm gonna go in with all of it.
Whoa. We're just gonna fold it into the sauce.
Yes, so we just want to make sure that it's quite nicely coated with the liquid, and then we are going to leave it to cook down for a little bit.
Ah.
So you can see how the sauce is
Yep.
not only getting absorbed, but it's also getting a little thicker. That's from the starch in the abacus cooking out,
Right.
thickening the sauce,
Ah.
and it helps it to kind of coat everything. So I'm going to turn off the heat now. That's kind of the viscosity that we want. You can see the sauce is thick enough to coat
Yeah.
every dumpling. We don't want it to be any drier than that because it gets really sticky.
Okay.
So we just want to leave enough sauce in the pan to make sure that it's well coated. And then we will add white pepper.
White pepper.
And this is something my grandmother says you need a lot of.
Okay.
We are white pepper people.
White pepper people.
Another thing that my family likes a lot of as a garnish is Chinese celery.
Right.
This is kind of an unexpected garnish because usually you get this in soup. You can smell the white pepper once it hits the heat.
Brilliant. Okay. And that's about it, right?
And that's it.
All right,
That
come.
really is it.
Let's put it on a plate and try it.
Yes.
Thank you for cooking this.
You cooked it too, so thank you.
Oh no, yeah, I helped a little bit.
You did.
So yes, yes. I mean, it is a privilege to taste this. It kind of feels like there's this connection, like you said, to when the Hakka people first came to Singapore in, well, when was it?
The 19th century to the 1800s.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That was a pretty long time ago. But let me just taste it a bit.
If I do say so myself.
It's very good. The pepper that you added, definitely, yeah.
Makes a difference, right?
It does, it does.
Actually, it's really interesting because the Hakkas, when they first arrived, some of them were involved in growing pepper, gambier. So maybe that's why my grandmother was so insistent on having a really good amount of white pepper in there.
Right, you mentioned that they said that it was really important, so
Yeah.
it must have been a really big part of like their daily lives, basically. They worked with pepper, use it in their food, it's part of their living and everything. Oh. And when your grandmother came to Singapore, was there already like an establishment of the community over here?
When she came, so my grandmother came and her family, my grandmother and her family came probably in the 1920s. Definitely at least 100 years there have been Hakkas in Singapore because there's a Hakka established temple, Fuk Tak Chi temple, and that was started in the 1820s. So for at least 100 years they had already been in Singapore.
Wow, okay, yeah, it's like almost 200 years. So lucky to have this right now because it would be such a shame to have like 200-year at least history in Singapore and then this dies out and no one knows about it.
I feel like I have a bit of personal responsibility, so whatever I can do to keep something alive, I'll do it. And that's coming on here, sharing this recipe with everybody, cooking this dish for my family. Yeah, it means a lot to me.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much, Sarah, for coming on the show. It's been such a privilege to help you cook this and taste this.
Thank you for having me and thank you for helping me as well.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did a really good job. Your abacus were perfect.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you. You flatter me. And that's it for today's episode of From Book to Cook. If you'd like to find out more about Hakka culture or try your hand in making your own abacus seeds, head on over to our BiblioAsia website for the recipe and other related resources.